Welcome, everyone, to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the complete Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting, a.k.a. the man who's mad because I don't have the figure that Brian has in his hands. Are you serious, bro?
Serious, bro. And I'm your host, the man that lived in the airport for 24 hours.
I got to hear about it.
The most professional wrestler, TNA star, proud member of the system, Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, the man who has the brand new Jeff Hardy from Ringside Collectibles
That's unreal.
in his hand, Brian Myers. What's up, everybody?
Well, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer, and this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
Ringside. Oh, my God. You guys have things I don't have.
You don't have this? You have this. The CM Punk here I'm holding.
Oh,
You don't have that?
Mark wanted to...
Isn't that brand new?
No.
No.
That's
Brian
been out
has
a
had
minute.
it for a while.
It's been out for a minute, dog.
Maybe I had it. I don't know. Anyway, guys, follow us on Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're listening, wherever you're listening, hit the subscribe, follow button, whatever it's called, and leave us a review. Not just any review, a major review. If we read it here on the pod, you will get a prize. Who won this week, Mark?
Hurt K. Kurt Chardy 26. I also have an audio file of me singing it, sung to the tune of Michael Jackson Bad, joined in progress. Well, first of all,
Whoa.
I didn't get this, the audio, so we only have this.
So there's no payoff here, huh?
Well,
Who's going to sing it? Who's going to sing it?
some of Michael Jackson Bad. I don't know them.
Is it sad I know that Weird Al version better, I feel like? I'm fat. Right? Isn't that what it is?
I don't even know the beat.
Yeah, I don't
to
remember.
get to the review. But Brian and Matt walked in on Stratus and were not willing to leave. D Freedom tells long stories, and Broski's going to turn into Matt's dad. Matt's dad.
Matt's dad. Is that what it is?
He's really rad.
Really rad. Don't make Heath sad. He said he's a sensitive dad.
I mean, he fucking is.
Oh, lad. Okay.
Fig collecting's not a fad. Not a fad. You know it. You know. Why would you hold up a plane when Mark can just get on another one? Who's Lucy?
Who's Lucy? That's good. I mean, hey, we butchered that, but
Well, if you have the audio version, Hurt K, send that to me on Twitter, please. Tag me or something.
yeah.
I'll play it.
That
was good.
Kangle.
Every single week, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles, we have a prize. Find our pin post on X, repost to be eligible. The winner of last week's prize, which was Sabu, was...
The winner is Matt Cardona.
Oh, no. That's not me.
What
Oh.
the heck?
Edward Keon William. He loves watching Arrow and Grimm. But he
Love
also
Hicks,
loves
pal.
Matt and has this shirtless photo of him.
I love it. I love
What
it.
is that from your fucking OnlyFans, Matt?
Someone suggested I start one, and I think I might.
We've been pushing Johnny Silva for years.
Oh, boy. Well, the prize this week is the Usos Retro Ringside exclusive.
What up,
Major
Oos?
Marks. What's that?
I said, what up, Oos?
What up, Oos? MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorWF The family, the community, the fan club, the subscription service. Sign up today. Every single week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got?
First time in the line, Danny Alleyway, a.k.a. Rat Boy Danny.
Whoa.
All right.
What a name.
And the classic superstar Casey Len.
Guys, you get this podcast early and ad-free. Access to the Facebook group. You get the 3 Ass Majors Anythings. Mine's already up. We just did a review of Jurassic Park, the
Terrible
1993.
movie. Horrible.
Does not
You got to
hold
find
up,
out why
guys.
we hated it.
Doesn't
No,
hold up.
The 1993 classic. We talked about the toys, and then last week, which I'm sure is up now, it was the Major Players versus Joey Janela and X-Pac watch
That holds
along.
up, I'll tell you that.
That definitely holds up. You get Figure Dissecting with D Freedom, Let Him Breathe, myself, Silver Liners with Smart Mark. Oh, baby, he's Happy Hour, and the Captain's Log with Joe's Shoes. And, of course, Brian's Selfie of the Week. So much bonus stuff over there. So check that out. Of course, whoop,
Mark, quit the show.
Mark just quit. He left. I hope he keeps us
Should
in.
we let
Mark,
him back
where'd
in?
you go?
Should we let him back in?
I don't know. My scroller just went back.
Oh, wow.
Rogue?
Back page.
Sorry.
You're back, pal.
I'm back.
The Hard Foundation up. You get the card. The April card should be shipping soon.
I believe it's shipped.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that's
So,
good news.
and then of course this is the quarter to become an Ultimate member. So make sure you're an Ultimate member every single month to get that prize. And then the previous quarter's prize should be coming in a few weeks. We got it, but we gotta pass it around if you catch what I'm throwing.
Finalize it.
Finalize it. So anything else going on in Patreon world, Mark?
Well, yeah. We're taking the Patreon on the road, guys, because Heath's Happy Hour live
Oh, baby.
Friday, May 30th, 9 p.m. at Creative Pro. The next night, huge Creative Pro show with tons of stars. Heath, me, Brian. SDL is not on the Creative Pro show, so if you want to meet her, it's just the Friday show. 22 buckaroonies. And this week we added some great friends to the show. Joe Shoes will be there
Wow.
in his first outing to sign this Garage Beer Joe Shoes figure. And I've
That's
heard
cool.
that there will be some available from his own collection there that night.
Very cool.
Bobby Orlando will be there. Good friend. Jay George has promised us that this night he is releasing Series 13, images of Series 13 wrestlers and entertainers.
That's big news.
Oh boy.
Kinnick is going to be there, shaking, of course. It's a party, guys.
And I'm going to make sure we're stocked up on garage beer. That's for sure.
I love that. Guys, if you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up. Majorpodcast@gmail.com. Follow up.
Talking to you, Toy Vomit. He asked me about this at
Oh, yeah? He wants to, he
Squared
wants to
Circle. I said, we
advertise?
say it every episode, pal.
Yeah, majorpodcast@gmail.com.
Put your money where your mouth is.
All right, follow up, guys. I made my return to AIW Cleveland, Ohio. D Freedom did not come. I didn't see D Freedom there. Tell some bitch.
D.
But I was there. 20th anniversary for AIW. Great new venue. Felt like an old school AIW crowd. Wrestled Wes Barkley in the main event, and somehow, some way, he won, which I don't
Pubic hair
appreciate.
rolled you up?
He won. It wasn't the starting official, so I don't know if it counts as an official victory.
That woman on the stage is very upset with you.
Yeah, but it was a great show. Felt like old school AIW. George Mizanin was there. He made some horrible custom Matt Cardona shirts, but gave me a bunch of them to sell, and I'm going to sell them on Whatnot. So, I mean,
Mike Mizanin's dad made you shirts.
Well,
You can buy them on Broski's
well,
Whatnot.
he was so like, he's like, why don't you sell them? He was trying to get me to sell them at the table because they were so fucking bad. I couldn't.
Good God.
I couldn't
Great
sell
sell
them.
here. Great
Also,
sell.
it's unreal that he showed up to a show with custom Cardona.
I love it. So, great show against Wes Barkley. I love Wes Barkley. This is my third time wrestling. He's someone who has taken AIW over. He just needs to branch out a little bit and just get noticed somewhere. That's all it really takes. He's got the tools. He's got the passion. He's got the desire.
Hard-working kid.
Hard-working kid. So we went at it. Good little match ski. I busted him open, but it was kind of his fault. So,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
not
sorry
stiff at
about that.
all, so.
well, contrary to popular belief, I am safe, but I am snug. Next night, went to ACW in Poughkeepsie, New York. I was blown away by this. I know Brian's already done their
told
show
you.
in the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but now it's rebranded to like MJM Center or something. something.
This was almost like
I'm still calling it Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Yeah. It felt like I was doing a TV show. It was unbelievable. I wrestled Richard Holiday. He got the win somehow, some way. And I
Is he
said,
still just okay?
no, I said this to Richard Holiday. I had a little powwow after Richard Holiday and Leo Sparrow were just talking the biz and indie stuff like that. And I said this and I told you about this on social media. I don't know if this is an insult or a compliment, but I said this to Richard Holiday. I said, you're just me, except you weren't in WWE. Right? Like we're the same. Like you're so good, and I can feel your frustration because if I was you,
Right.
we're the same person. Except I just have this 15-year equity that I was able to flip the script on.
Right.
You just don't have this. You're just okay, Richard Holiday. I feel bad because I would be you.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's a big difference. Yeah.
Right. So, but he has the tools. I think Richard Holiday is just a fucking someone opening their eyes away from getting a big deal somewhere in wrestling because he has it.
I agree. I thought he was great on MLW when he was there for a spell. I thought he maximized his time there. I love him. I think he's awesome.
I think he's awesome. He's great with the social media game and just this show. It felt like I was wrestling like a WWF live event, like a house show. Like that's what the vibe was. The lighting,
they did an
the
awesome
arena.
job of their first show that I did, so I knew the second one would be just as big.
Yeah. So and then I texted the guy yesterday. I said I just counted my meet and greet. I made more than you paid me to wrestle, so I'll be on every show you got. So I'll be on every show you got. Sprayed a little beer in Richard Holiday's face. Apparently, I thought I was grabbing a garage beer from a fan, but it was not. It was an ACW beer, not the ACW beer that you went to. It was a different ACW. But yeah, great shows, 2 great shows, and a great way to start off my my post birthday 40-year-old run. 2 back-to-back awesome shows.
Nice.
And Brian, you went to ACW.
I went to ACW as well, Wisconsin, where I'm a goddamn legend. We're supposed to have a nice boys' weekend without Matt Cardona, you know? So starts off Friday. It was going to be beers with JBL, the live show that we did. Well, guys, I can't believe this. People still showing up to this thing in the swag from our live show 4 years ago.
Wow.
It doesn't feel like it, but it was 4. That's too long.
Wow.
So I would love to get back there, but JBL had the space, the Friday night space. He did beers with JBL. Kinnick delayed on the runway. Finally tapped out. Didn't even make the town.
Wow.
He
Joe
did,
Shoes
he
canceled
left
flight at
Jersey
6 a.m.
Went to New York. He tried.
Kinnick tried. Joe Shoes, I think his flight was canceled at 6 a.m. He tapped out. Didn't make the town. I got to LaGuardia.
Yeah, Shoes didn't even try.
Shoes didn't even try. He tapped out very early. I got to LaGuardia. I was delayed 2 hours there, so I missed my real connection in Detroit. Then I did like 5.5 hours in Detroit.
Oh, my God.
Finally made the town. I think I got in at like 11 at night, Friday night.
Oh, man. So you missed the JBL show?
Completely missed the JBL thing. It was over and done with by the time I made the town. But my man, Mr. Postel, picked me up at the airport. Postel Sr., not that little shit Dylan.
Little Dylan must have been drinking by then.
So then the next day, ACW, Wrestling Con, always like one of my favorite, weekends. It was awesome. I was fighting for my spot to officially be inducted in the ACW Hall of Fame. Who comes through the crowd, lays me out with a clothesline from hell? My old friend, John Bradshaw Layfield. Ended up being a no contest. Nobody got inducted.
Great house there. Look at that.
But then Landon got in the ring and hit JBL over the head with a garbage can.
I just saw that. I saw the night before JBL hit Swag with the trash can again.
JBL's like scary good at hitting Dylan with garbage cans. Like it's like
that was a great clip. Also, Dylan bumped on the stage. That was wild. She's a flat back.
Well, not bumping in the ring. You got to bump somewhere these days. That fucking little shit.
Landon was laying out JBL.
Got to hang with Heath. It was a great time. Santina. We went to Slade's with all the boys. Had a great time. Got back to my room, got, my old 2 hours of sleep at a 4 a.m. wake up, get to the airport.
Oh, so you did all this on 2 hours
Brother,
of sleep?
I think all in the worst travel day of my entire career. Because normally a flight's just canceled, you just like give up like Shoes did and you just go the next day or whatever, right? This was just waiting. So I had a 5:30, we boarded. I think I fell asleep, so I think we sat there for like an hour and a half. They kicked us off the plane. They had mechanical issues. The 5:30 eventually took off at 12:30. So now woke up at 4, was supposed to take off at 5:30, sat in Appleton until 12:30.
In that shitty airport?
Yeah.
It's like all brand new, so it wasn't horrendous. I pushed 2 chairs together and slept like a hobo, but or tried to at least. Got to Atlanta at like 3-ish. Missed.
Wait a minute. From Wisconsin to Atlanta to New York?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
There's not a lot of... It's Appleton, bro. There's like no options.
That's why I don't go there.
Sitting there, I looked. I tried to drive to Green Bay. I tried to drive to Milwaukee. There was just nothing. Like, there's nothing. So now I'm in Atlanta. That flight, missed that flight. It would have been like a 3:30 flight. Like, literally took off as I landed. So then the only other option was, I think, like a 10:30 to JFK.
Holy fuck.
That kept getting delayed.
No.
So I like lived in the lounge. The lounge that I was in closed. They like, kicked everyone out at 10 p.m. I had to like get kicked out of the lounge. And then finally that flight was delayed, and finally took off like a little past midnight from Atlanta. I landed at 2:20 a.m. in New York.
And here he is.
Had to take a yellow taxi cab back to my house, and I was in
Yellow
my bed.
cab?
Yeah, it was 3:30 a.m. I had gotten to my bed. So I woke up at 3:30 a.m. There's the time change. It was almost 24
I didn't
hour
realize.
travel.
Oh my god!
And he's sleeping in the lounge.
Yes and no, but that's like past the time shit.
Yeah.
You know, you're not like, oh, well, you know.
I'll tell you this, Brian. You took that like a man because I'm in 55 chats with you, and you mentioned a few times that travel wasn't going well, but you didn't dwell on it. You just kind of took it like a man all day, sitting there.
And I was thinking about it. One, I'm not one for like a social media complaining ever about anything. I just don't think it, there's any point in that. But to be fair, I travel a lot, and I fly Delta every fucking weekend, and this has like never happened to me. So like, what am I really complaining about?
Right. What did you do? Did you watch something?
Watch Jurassic Park.
I've been having, to be honest, guys, I've been having a real hard time with Sabu's passing, and I've been just watching so much Sabu interviews and matches, and I just kind of like effed around on my iPad and did a lot of that.
Got it.
It's just really, cruised eBay. The Subway Series game was on.
There you go.
It was Jurassic Park. When I realized I had to do homework, I got that done.
Wow.
Well, boys, let me lighten the mood here real quick and just share with you if you'd like to see me get kicked in the nuts. Here we go. Let's show you that. We open that.
Double clothesline.
Here we go.
Mason,
I'm just making sure things are good.
Wait, this happened again?
Yes,
Yep,
get
it's
him
happening.
again. Get him in there.
But actually, it happened 2 weeks ago, but it aired this week. So here it is.
Here we
This
go.
bully.
Yeah.
You guys know him. He's a big ass bully, right?
Christmas is coming early.
See, psychology-wise, he should be selling his foot after this.
One.
Those are silver balls.
Oh, right hand.
My phone's free. I'm gonna put it in motion.
Does he still always do this, or did he just dust it off for you?
It's in
He does.
Oh!
Oh no.
Shattered dreams,
I'm
baby.
encouraging fans out there to please grab that screenshot and put different kind of things in Mark's mouth.
Yeah.
He's doing that old face. Thank you.
Man.
He's a bully, man. He's a bully.
All right. Guys, I was on episode 51 of the Fig Guys podcast this week. Check it out. Fig Guys, a podcast. I'll say because they gave us the credit. They started after us because of us. So I love all these wrestling figure podcasts. There's so many out there, and I love this community that we're a part of, that we're helping build. So check out that interview and add them to your rotation of podcasts you listen to every week. They do some great stuff. Very professional setup, graphics.
They get
I like
good
it.
interviews.
Good interviews.
They've had Mattel interviews that dropped like exclusive information.
Yeah. So give them a listen. Another podcast I did this week, Chris Van Vliet.
Van Vliet was on Dylan's show and did a rock bottom, bro.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Check out the Chris Van Vliet. I love doing stuff with Chris. This was a very candid interview where it's like I forgot like I was being recorded. Said some things I probably shouldn't have said. So check that out on Chris Van Vliet. He is legit the #1 wrestling podcast, and I got to give this guy credit. I mean, like think of who is out there in the space,
Right.
and who
Well, he
he's
does
been
an
able to
incredible job.
overcome.
I think
Incredible
he's
job.
actually one of the best interviewers ever. Definitely in wrestling, him and Colt, I think. And
Right.
somebody wrote this on Twitter. Is like every time you're thinking something in your mind, like I wish he would ask this. He does.
He kind of does it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does it like in a
Respectful.
like a unalarming way, right? Like where it's like, yeah.
And they could be like marquee questions, and this is what the fans want to know, but
Yeah.
he asks it in a very respectful way and all that stuff. So
And,
yeah, I think he's awesome. I haven't listened to the interview yet, Matt, but I will.
I listened
please.
to it.
Airport.
Oh, thanks, guys.
It was good. A lot. Broski's laughing at his own jokes a lot, but it was good.
Well, because I'm not like I've done so many things with Chris where I don't really, not that I don't take him seriously. I take him very seriously, and and I know he has a huge platform, so I knew I got to do this. I gotta get dressed up because I know this is gonna be everywhere. But like I'm so comfortable around him that I was saying, like I said, I was saying things I would say in a group chat or to Chelsea that I wouldn't say normally. And also one thing I love about Chris's style, and I told him, he's not doing the David Penzer reading off the Wikipedia, right? And I'm sure this
He's
is
always very, very well prepared.
Yeah, and I'm sure this is very strategic that he asks you questions and like you don't know the order it's coming. So you're talking about one topic and then bam, he gets you.
But I like that too.
No, I like it, but you always have to be on your toes because because you got it like almost forces you to give the truth. You know, you can't bullshit because you're on the spot and you weren't even talking about the topic before we were even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
he disarms you, bro. That's good. That's smart.
You put up a post. Do you want to talk about that or not?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's nothing. You know, I did put a post. You got to love social media because there's so many people who listened to the thing and gave me a lot of great feedback, and then like I got so much hate and like negativity over this 1 minute clip. And usually, like when someone says something like this, like, yeah, I did a whole hour and they took the 1 minute where I said, and there's something really bad. Like, I didn't even say anything bad. I said, oh, yeah, I reached out to WWE a couple times. And like, you would have thought I said, insert something horrible.
Right.
And I'm like, you guys need to chill the fuck out.
What's so newsworthy about that?
Well, bro, like people were like flipping out like that I said or did something horrible that I shouldn't have said or did. Like, people need to relax.
It's so crazy.
They need to relax. I just thought it was so funny. But hey, any press is good press. That's how I look at it. So
Sure.
Check out the Chris Van Vliet. And also, guys, I don't know if you saw the interview, but I took the notes that Chris had. Thank you, Mike Small. We both signed it, and I'll be selling it on Whatnot today.
Nice.
I did hear all that. Yes.
I plugged Whatnot. I plugged Major. I plugged your figure, Mark. It was like Plug City over there.
Nice.
My favorite was you saying that like you're living your childhood dream because you get to see a WWE diva naked every night. That's the all-timer right there.
I've seen that tweet, so that's not a new joke.
But it's true. It's true. So check that out. It's true. This I thought was very interesting. The Rock received a PSA graded
I saw this. This is kind of
March 17th, 1984 WWF Championship Wrestling ticket stub as a birthday gift. I love that. I love that The Rock appreciated it.
And like, do you see they made the
Springfield
slab?
Civic Center?
Yeah.
That's great.
I know, and it has the slab. They wrote like young Dwayne in attendance or whatever, like instead of like a match or anything.
Friendlies.
Oh shit,
That's pretty
so
cool.
Mark worked. He can send you the scoop.
So really cool. I love that The Rock is into stuff like that. There he is. Look at him.
That's cool.
Looking handsome. He's a young son of a bitch right there.
Wow.
So check that out. And I love when someone like The Rock puts a collectible in the mainstream. I think it just helps all of
Oh,
us.
for sure.
100%.
I'm sure. How many people saw that poster? Go, what on earth
Right.
is surrounding that ticket stub?
Exactly. But that's what I love. It helps spread awareness.
Yeah.
Speaking of spreading awareness about collectibles, John Cena, our boy, was just at the Philadelphia Fan
A
Expo.
lot of major marks got to meet old JC.
I had
First of
major
all-
mark purchases of the week up the wazoo with that.
Yeah, and he was asked, like, what is his favorite T-shirt of all time? And John's had.
Super Mario parody. I thought they were going to be great. We were going to run 500 shirts, and we sold it with like a championship belt, wristbands, an NFT, autograph, the commemorative book. But the price point was way too high. I learned my lesson, so we only sold like 15 shirts. So it's like that shirt right there is like the rarest ever John Cena shirt. It's like serial numbered, and WWE, after we ran the kit, WWE was like, it's a dope shirt. We should just sell them all at regular price. And it's the one time I put my foot down and I said, no, there are people out there that spend a lot of their resources, and I want them to be able to have something collectible. It's the only shirt of mine I've ever saved. I have serial number 000. And, I really think that's the dopest.
Wow.
That's incredible.
What a good clip. I didn't see that.
So this
Yeah,
is the Super
neat.
Mario shirt. They made the figure of it. We've talked about in the pod a couple years ago how the NFT, the wrestling space is not ready for NFTs and it bombed. But good on
The world
John
wasn't
for
ready for NFTs. They're like extinct, I feel like.
No.
Remember when you
they're
guys
not
said
extinct.
something about NFTs and
they're not extinct at all.
we got a bomb threat to the podcast?
Yeah, I know.
The cash grab NFTs are extinct, but
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
right. The real ones are still cooking. But anyway, John, he had the collector in mind. He said no. He put his foot down and said, I want those to be rare, and I appreciate that. John gets it. John's a collector.
Yeah, that would have been a shitty thing to do, right?
Totally shitty thing to do. And that is a great shirt. That Super Mario 3 shirt. It's in a figure.
Right.
So if you don't have the shirt, you get the figure, which I think is pretty cool. So thought that was interesting. And guys, there's not much follow-up this week, but make sure you get Amazing Spider-Man #1. I finally got mine. It's cool, dude.
Very cool.
It's cool. And I brought them again.
I've
I
never
sold a
seen
bunch.
comic books like in a case before, like the way, Knicks sent us a sealed case of them.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Make sure you get those over at Collect
Did
Major.
you read it, Brian? What does your character do in it?
No, we're not even in it.
Not in
We're
it.
just
It
the
was
cover.
Just a cover.
Oh, I'm
It's just
just
a variant cover.
CGC 9.8 graded, coming very, very soon, but you can order it. Also, guys, just dropped today. Ooh, yeah.
Go.
Macho Man Meat Shorts.
The meat shorts.
The meat
Put
shorts.
Your meat in those shorts and get
Put
laid
your
this
meat
summer. How
in
about
those
that?
shorts. Ooh, yeah. Limited time.
I'm going to need one of them.
Limited time drop. So make sure you get those on collectmajor.com. And guys, I know we've had some factory delays, but we've always say when it comes, it comes. And now things are starting to come. Check this out. Major Bendy's Wave 9 shipping. People are receiving it already. First ever Chronic figures. Brian Clark, Brian Adams. Guys, this is in-stock shipping. The pre-order was the order. These will not be on our site, but they are shipping to people now. People have been receiving them. Look at the Brian Adams, the Brian Clark. They look awesome. Oh, man. Can you believe it? After all these years, the first Chronic figures.
I know, man. Damn.
And they look
was-
sick.
That was that 1 year. Chronic was so over. People don't realize
So
that.
over. So, get these on the secondary market if you have to. Of course, Mance Warner, GCW champion in stock. Bloody. It comes with the title. Full disclosure, the title was supposed to be wrapped around his waist. They just included it like in a baggie, so we weren't going to unpackage them and do that. So we'll let you do that.
Do it your damn self, but you
Do
got
your
it all.
damn self. Mance Warner, his first ever figure with the GCW title. I'm going to take this title and put it with my heels and faces, Matt Cardona. It's perfect. That retro title with that Mance Warner. First figure for Mance. Also, first figure for the godfather of wrestling figure collecting, Jeremy
What a
Padawer,
stud.
in that classic Superstars-esque packaging. He's the fucking man. Jeremy Padawer on that cell phone. Look at the back.
I forgot how good that freaking packaging was.
The package is
CTD, home
incredible.
run city, brother.
Yes. I cannot wait to get these in hand. Check those out. Also shipping soon, the Major Garage Beer Captain Joe shoes. So this was a pre-order situation. The first branded Major Garage Beer figure.
He's happy hour and be the first to get it autographed.
Can I say figure of the year so far?
Well, I can't believe we live in a world where there is not one, not two, but three Captain Joe shoes.
You would have told Broski this, what, 4 years ago?
That period of time where he was like, I've had too much Joe shoes.
Yeah.
But guys, I was also the one who was the mastermind behind all three of these. So
I know. So you
That
really
is
turned.
such a great figure.
get it right now. And then also, guys, coming this week in stock, guys, it's just going to drop. So make sure you follow our social media. It's going to drop this week. I'm promising you. If you're listening Friday, it probably already dropped. To collectmajor.com, Bully Ray. In stock, no pre-order, limited edition, only 300. And you know, Bully,
Premium
this is a
item.
Premium item. Get that hardcore 5150 Bully Ray in stock this week. CollectMajor.com. Also, guys, shipping very, very soon. It's in stock, but it's out of our control from Big Bad Toy Store. Ooh, what a rush. Hawk and Animal.
God, so cool.
Big Bad Toy Store. They are in stock. When will Big Bad ship them out? I do not know, but they have them. So, man.
I think they're still up for order too. Like, so I would hop on that.
I think when people start getting these, they're like, wait,
They're gonna go.
I can order them now? They're going to
They're
go.
gonna go.
They're going to go. These are incredible. You can recreate that iconic Road Warriors pose seen on so many promotional ads. Removable shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are, I believe they're different. I believe Hawk and Animal, we gave them different shoulder pads, right?
I think.
Yes, we did. D Freedom's nodding. Yes.
Yep.
So, man, I cannot wait to get these and add them to my collection. Also, guys, the pre-order is the order. Only a couple more weeks left for the Major Bendy's Housens, Danhausen, Mackihausen, Danielhausen, Topanga herself.
May
Get
is
these
flying.
now. The pre-order is the order, collectmajor.com, as well as the pre-order is the order for John Rambo from First Blood. That's Rambo. And Kurt Sloan, Jean-Claude Van Damme from Kickboxer. And guys, we're going to do a little Memorial Day sale, 10% off for everything in stock over on collectmajor.com. I believe it's 10% off. Is that what we agreed to?
Yeah, we just had
It was 10, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we went with.
I think, let me just double check. Oh boy, was it 10? Uh-oh.
Or is it 15? 15.
No, was it? No. Honestly, guys, I should know this. I have no idea what we agreed to. Well, there's a percent off. I don't know what it is.
Not full price.
Not full price. A little discount over on collectmajor.com. And now it's time for the news brought to you by Garage Beer.
Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has a new tag team partner, Garage Beer.
Scratch that figurage and scratch that beerage with Garage Beer.
Every tag team needs a name.
And here it is, Major Garage Beer.
Garage Beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients.
You can choose between the light beer or my favorite, the lime beer.
And with only 95 calories, it's the smart beer to drink.
I'm Brian Myers, the most professional drinker.
I'm Smart Mark Sterling, and I love beer-flavored beer.
And I'm always ready, Matt Cardona. And the Major Garage is always open. All right, guys, the news brought to you by Garage Beer. Hashtag Major Garage Beer. Oh, a couple more weeks, so we have that big Major Garage Beer shoot in beautiful Orlando, Florida. We're going to be drinking garage beers all night, doing a little film and doing we're going to do a giant drunk podcast. Everyone's going to be on.
Good.
It's going to be a special week. It's going to be special. The cast of characters, Kinnick will be on, Herman, Billy Penn. We'll give everyone a little chance with the mic.
Sick.
Joe Shoes. But use the hashtag Major Garage Beer. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. Who do we got here?
We got Superplex Stadium crushed to recycle. I love that.
That's like Jack's Classic Superstar Earthquake.
He's making it sit on his garage beers to smash the cans.
Man, I love that.
That's like a for uniqueness on that post.
I
like
love
it,
it.
yeah.
All right, guys, news. Guys, I want to say thank you to the Major team. They surprised me on my birthday with a repaint
I had nothing to do with this, broski.
for Matt Cardona. I don't even know what's going on with this,
There's
where this is
literally
going to
no
be.
plans.
When
Brian
it's coming.
actively tried to stop this, actually.
There's literally no plans.
But I'm very excited for this. I was
When it
going to
comes,
order
it
it.
comes.
Yeah, when it comes, it comes. This is my USA gear. I just debuted it for Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. So we thought the Big Rubber guy would have no room for a repaint, but I said, I got an idea. So no crown, no internet title, but same figure. I love it.
that.
Red, white, and woo, babe. I can't wait to sign that hacksaw style, all three colors.
Oh, yeah. Premium
I heard there was
item.
I heard there was a little drama with the USA gear. You were in the same match as QT, who was also going to wear USA gear.
Oh, no.
There was no drama for me. I said he could wear it, but I'm not changing. He decided to change, but there was no drama. Like, I didn't.
USA heat, huh?
Right.
No, I didn't care, but and obviously, or honestly, QT's a professional. He had other gear, so wore in the singles match wore the USA gear, and then in the Battle Royal switch gear like Macho Man style.
I was saying, I'm the most professional wrestler. I very rarely will be able to do that for you.
You only bring one set of gear.
Well, TNA, no, but like if I'm going to doing an indie, like
Sure.
Dylan's this past week, I had a set of gear. I did not bring
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
I always bring two suits. Although you're to Tonight I'm going to a Beyond show, and I'm literally going to go there in my suit. I'm not even bringing a bag.
Right.
Oh, that's lazy. That's
What do you want? I'm going to go show up in my gimmick.
But yeah, this figure looks super toyetic. I can't wait to add this to my collection. Hopefully sometime in the summer. It's very patriotic. Guys, SRG Universe Super Show, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Kickstarter. This is a whole, people have been asking for years for a card game, board game. Well, here it is from SRG Universe. It's Matt Cardona versus Brian Myers Super Show. Guys, you got to check this out. If you're a fan of the Super Show, it is one of the coolest games out there.
People are like very excited about this.
People are very excited about this.
When you posted this in the chat, though, Brian said, "What is this?"
I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
In
He just said,
in typical bare minimum Brian fashion, I forgot all about it. But damn, people got really excited. I went, oh,
People were pumped. I went to a card show last year. Super Show brought me. I was like their guest. And like I was expecting like some shitty little convention. Bro, it was like Comic-Con. The amount of people, like the first of all, the Super Show booth was insane, super professional, ginormous. The whole convention was insane. So many booths everywhere, so many vendors, so many fans, and that's when they presented the idea. I said, if there's the market for it, then we're in.
Right.
So I honestly I don't know much about it, but head on over. There's a link on our social media. Play the game. Look at all those cards. I'm looking at those cards. I'm seeing dollar signs. How many cards I can sign? So check that out. Super Show, Major Wrestling Podcast. This is the first time I'm seeing it. The Latuni Versus series, Animal versus Warlord, coming July 1st, 2025. I know nothing about this. Do we have pictures, D?
what?
Inspired by the bench press challenge?
Oh man.
Oh, man is right.
I can't see the demand on that being really over the top, but
I do like Animals wearing some like Zuba style
Zubaz
things.
rules.
I do like
Cool.
the Zubaz, yeah.
This is very unique. I'm not quite sure what they're doing here because it looks like they're curling like 500
I mean,
pounds.
I was like, we don't have to get into meathead specifics here, but yeah,
right? Like Warlord and Animal are
Yeah,
big
it's
dudes,
the grip
especially
is
back in
wrong,
the day.
if that's what he's trying to depict.
No one's
Awesome.
curling 500 pounds, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Unless those are CrossFit 5-pound plates.
Maybe.
There you go.
This I thought was really cool. We knew about this, but we talked about it last week, but we saw the product. Title Run Toys doing their running series of the Jumping Bomb Angels. Looks awesome.
Look cool. I think it's like the deepest of deep cuts.
It is, but it's super limited at 500, and there's no pre-order. It's just they're dropping, and then that's it.
Oh.
They're not going to repaint them. None of that. So I do like that it's a true limited edition. I'm not sure if I will be getting them, but it did give me. I would add them to the big rubber guy lineup, maybe.
Ooh, again,
Deep cut.
deep cut.
Deep cut. But yeah, Jumping Behind Angels, I said last week, I loved. I think I had like a High Flyers VHS. It was like, I think it was called like WF High Flyers, and like they had a match on it. So I
Yeah.
must have watched the match, so many times.
Oh, wow.
And I fucking loved it when I was a kid. All right, Epic Toys showed off the packaging for a Wrestling Megastar Series for the Barbarian.
Awesome.
Must have for me. Must get.
Yeah.
I'm doing a
These
lot
are
of
so
cutting.
good, man.
Yeah, I'm
I
doing a
know.
lot of.
Contemplating
Really come a
breaking my
long
rules
way.
to get that.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of cutting on my retros, but this Barbarian is he's staying, pal.
But also, we don't mention this. We poop on Mitch for the packaging. This is great. I really like this packaging.
But see, this is an example of it looks like a Hasbro packaging, but looks professional.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So it's not that I don't like that Mitch is ripping off the Hasbro style.
Right.
No, yeah, there's just something.
It's that his looks like
cheesy about
dog
Mitch's.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the G. No one likes a G.
No, it's everything. It just looks like someone did it in Microsoft Paint.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like
This
this
is
looks
just
super
great.
professional, clean image. Everything looks great.
Yep.
Speaking of Mitch, he showed off a lot of stuff this
Oh,
week.
here we go.
Tom
Mania.
Brandy, which I'm not hating on this one bit.
No, I think that's cool. Never had
I
a
like
figure.
it. Sal Sincere.
He's
Right.
never had
It fits
a
in
figure.
his. It fits in his thing.
fits
His
in his
timepiece.
wheelhouse.
Right.
Sal Sincere, I
at
will
that G.
definitely be
G's
getting that.
terrible.
Look at that G. The G looks terrible.
I don't think that's it.
What about this, guys? The Dean. Time to go back to school. The Dean. I'm very confused about this because I was under the impression that Shane hated the Dean Douglas gimmick. We know he refuses to sign Dean Douglas merch. So how did he agree to this? And if it does come out, which I'm not sure how it can because he has a zombie deal, but if it does come out, will Shane Douglas sign this?
Well, he won't sign Dean. No, he'll sign it, but he'll sign Shane.
Got it.
There's no.
So he
way.
won't write the Dean?
Nope.
Yeah, but like so the idea is he doesn't want to immortalize that gimmick by signing things, but
Yeah.
he's okay with immortalizing it in an action figure style.
Because I think he'll take the payday and then he'll take your money to sign it, but he's not going to sign it as Dean. He'll sign it Shane.
So
Douglas.
have we confirmed he's okay with this figure?
That I do not have. I've not confirmed.
Shoot him a little technology message, please.
That. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
you know what? I had to, while you guys were talking, I'm like, did his singlet really have a V like that?
Yeah, I literally was thinking the same thing.
And it does.
wow.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, nobody's singlet ever looks like that, but his is a V.
When I first started out as Mark Sterling, I ripped off a lot of the Dean Douglas stuff. I should have done the V singlet.
It's a very short run.
Yes,
It's actually, I think it's a great gimmick. I
it's great.
Oh yeah,
It's great.
think it's a great with that.
I used to like
scratching.
legit the vignettes to be like, fuck,
Yeah.
this guy's an annoying teacher, and the nail, scratching the chalkboard, like, legit
it's
heat.
great.
Yeah, it's great,
I'll definitely be getting this figure.
especially at a birthday party with kids.
There you go. That's
Now
like
this-
like Leo's character. I'm always like, kids hate vegetables, bro.
Yes,
Like that's a
yes.
layup for you.
Tatanka, 1992 edition. Looks great.
He's been wasn't Mitch putting out like 8 Tatankas?
I think he still is, but this one I think I will get. I think I'm going to get it in the long tights.
It is cool. I kind of wished this is what the Tatanka that came out back in the day was like, right?
Well, it was supposed to. It was supposed to be a jumper in the,
Yeah.
but then they pivoted to the more accurate at the time trunks.
Right.
But I do like this. I don't know how he's doing this legally, but Mitch is he just wants to ruin it for everybody. So there's that. Sergeant Slaughter.
That looks great.
It looks great. This is this is a definite pass for me.
Why? Because it's too close to the one you got.
Too close to the one I got. Definite pass for me.
But he had another version of Sergeant I thought was cool.
Yeah, he has like the the WrestleMania 7 style.
Right.
This looks great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just going to be a pass for me.
Yeah.
Uncle Tony is definitely going to be a pass for me. This is like you talk deep cut. This is like deep, like it's not even a cut. It's like a scratch.
Honestly, like I don't. That wasn't even his name, right?
I don't know.
What was his actual
I think it's like
character?
Uncle Cletus. I think, right?
Cletus, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like trying to think.
I mean, Uncle Tony's my Uncle Tony. This doesn't really look. I mean, I guess this could be like 1993 Uncle Tony. I don't know. For my Uncle Tony.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't even know what your Uncle Tony looks like to be having this conversation.
But everybody has an Uncle Tony, I think.
This is like unless he made fucking 10 of these. I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's obviously it's TL Hopper. He has the talent.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Signed, so I get it.
I
but
appreciate it.
Jesus.
I appreciate it, but yeah, skipping it. And then Jim Morris, Hillbilly Jim. Now this is manager Hillbilly Jim, which I dig. You put it with the Godwins.
cool. It's
This
different.
looks great.
Yeah,
I think I will be getting this.
nice Canadian tuxedo there. He's got.
I like it. So looks good. Like Mitch, we give him shit. So wait, now I'm confused. Is this
and that's like
that's talent Jim
working.
Morris?
Yeah, that's working Hillbilly.
And like the bandana's like molded into his hand or is it an accessory? I can't quite tell. I don't know. But hey, like Mitch is doing a great job. His figures are getting better and
Putting out
better.
a lot of stuff. Shit.
Oh, putting out a lot of stuff. And then we saw the Grapplers and Gimmicks Regium series. We saw the little Gangrel and Tony Norris. They look okay.
That's cool.
I just want to see it in hand. I want to feel it. I got to
Head
feel it.
looks a little big.
I got to. Well,
size.
Dave has a big head.
Right, but still.
Okay, but here's the
That
thing,
looks
right?
cool.
Like the Gangrel, I think is this is amazing.
Yeah, this looks cool.
This Ahmed, That face is spot on.
No, I think it looks great. The Gangrel, it's really make or break on that soft goods.
Yeah, it's. I
Yes.
just feel like it's gonna be tough to execute, but
Looking at
for
this
ya.
right here, that Ahmed is a day one.
That's a day one for me. I'd get
Yeah.
that. I'd get that in a heartbeat. Looks good. Figures Toy Company showed up a lot of new stuff. The Ultimate Referee dark gray shirt, which I didn't understand. Guys, I didn't understand why is this shirt like this. Then I realized this is the new WWE SmackDown shirt.
oh, okay.
I didn't know that either.
So I guess that's cool.
Okay.
Is
Does
that
John
Rod
Cone need
Zapata?
this? I don't know.
It's the first
I don't
ever
know.
Rod Zapata.
But then this one I thought was really interesting concept. Ultimate Wrestling figure, like fans.
I love this.
Cool concept. They look a little cartoony to me, like almost like they'd fit with your NECA turtles, not wrestling figures.
I love this. But
I think it's a cool concept.
when you have it in the background of figure photography, it's kind of like sometimes it's blurred out and stuff.
Yeah.
So it just kind of like you need it to pop. So I think
so
it fits.
there's Karen, Hunter, Amber, and Stu. And Series 2 has Ben, Brad, Tasha, and Gary. I think it's a great concept. You have to buy so many to really fill up an arena, but I think it's a cool concept. I'm not going to hate on it one bit.
I think I've met Gary like 1,000 times.
Gary's at every show.
There's also a Series 3, Kaylee, Joe, Lisa, and Clayton.
Well, Clayton is Justin Summers.
Yeah.
Pretty much exact.
And then Series 4, Mikey, Kevin, Jade, and Jason. And then
Jade?
Series 5, Eugene, Marvin, Lance, and Sean.
Usually
I didn't
looks
see-
like
I
John
didn't see
Cone a
five.
little bit.
What about Ethan and Lloyd? Do you guys know about Ethan and Lloyd?
Guys,
What? Oh, I know Lloyd.
Lloyd's yeah.
Wait, does Lloyd have
Lloyd's a big
zits on his
Beyond fan.
forehead?
Yes, I love the concept. There's like foam fingers. There's popcorn.
I was too intrigued.
Oh my God.
I had to make some moves.
Who'd you get there?
Already available?
Here is Mikey.
Yeah.
Watch out for this heavy hitter, Karen.
Oh, you got Karen. Okay.
I scooped up Tasha.
Tasha, okay.
By the way, these are all you can buy these 4-packs or get them all individual.
Oh, so you can get them individually.
You can pick out what you want, and then the real
Stu.
Beyond Wrestling fan Stu here.
Is that a Drew? You put a hat. It's a Drew Cordero figure.
And then I had to grab this too because I was
That's
just
awesome.
too curious about this accessory pack.
That is great,
I'm gonna
man.
live let these breathe.
We do
here.
a live review here.
Hold on. While he's doing this, can you go back to the single one of the guy who was mad? Go back to him. I want to put him back on the screen. Yeah, that one. This guy, look at he's so mad that the thing that happened on the wrestling show.
Do they all
wasn't
have
exactly
like?
what he
I
wanted.
think they all have like interchangeable heads and hand. Like you can.
I think
This is
really
the live
cool.
after the Usos that Jimmy won the Royal or Jay won the Royal Rumble. This is what happened.
Oh my
He's
God.
doing a vlog right now telling everyone why it was wrong. Okay, sorry. Go to Brian.
This is actually pretty cool. It's like squishy.
That's great.
Foam finger.
That's sweet.
It's like a soft plastic that could fit a fist.
I like that.
I got a bag of 4 of them. Some generic belts. I mean, FTC's been doing that forever. This is unreal.
The popcorn, the soda.
Popcorn, hot dogs, sodas,
What?
and then fan signs.
Wow, this is cool.
And these are actual plastic, and it comes with a dry erase marker to write.
That's awesome. That's really cool, guys. We shit on FTC a lot. This is a really cool idea.
Yeah, this is a home run.
Home run.
Wow.
Expand your fan figure lineup with this accessory pack loaded with props and signs to amp up the energy of your wrestling figure crowd. I think it's really Cardona. Hey, fuck you, piece of shit.
This is great.
Well done. You know what I wish they would do though? I wish they would make some sort of like bleachers chair setup thing. You
What does
know?
that mean? They have,
Well, you
dude,
can
they
get a
have
million chairs
crazy
from
stuff. They
Ringside,
have
right?
like a. You ever see like it like they make it look like wow? There's a lot of shit in here. Just open up Stu here.
What's the price point of a stew?
Now, they're pretty-
They're about that's the
They're like 20
$22 a guy. So he's got a cell phone hand, I mean, that's insane amount
Man,
of hands
if
for
you
a
get
fan.
every one of them, it's like $1,000.
I think it's worth what you're paying for, but like if you were to fill up your figure photography arena, you'd be spending
Yeah,
hundreds.
this is like a quality figure. I gotta say that.
I think it's great.
The moves are out of control. I mean, those are like heavy hitter double D's there, but I mean, tight joints. Dude, he's got like butterfly.
That's really well
that's my
done.
shoulder
question.
blades. The hilarious thing is all the fat guys have sandals on, which is unreal. That part's just unreal.
I'm impressed.
My question is, would it have been? I love this, but could you have gotten a better price point if it wasn't so? Do you need all those joints?
I see what you're saying, Mark.
I see what you're
agree.
saying, but it's pretty fun.
No,
Yeah,
but I
no,
see what
it
Mark's
is.
saying. Like it could have been way cheaper if they were just.
If you package them all together, maybe, and then maybe
I
it's
mean,
just a
the
pose.
articulation's like actually outrageous for what it, you know. It's not like Stu's getting in the ring and taking a finisher.
No, I think this is really cool. Very cool concept by FTC. I'm going to go through their website and maybe I'll get a bunch of things too. Just one thing I do want to express that I do not like one bit, and it's this: the Ultimate Classic Commentator. Why I don't like this is because this is clearly supposed to be either Howard Finkel or Mean Gene.
Yeah, I don't love that either.
And neither of those guys are getting the royalty from that. So I do not like that. But otherwise, I like what FTC is doing. Gives me hope that they can maybe, those other figures they made for years were just so fucking bad.
Like, this isn't even comparable to how bad those were, though. Like,
No,
this is great.
and those could have been great in theory.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, not that I'm giving them excuses. Those are 10 years old, plus.
But they're still making them, bro.
Well, I don't think they really are.
Well, what I love about this is it's a space in the wrestling figure world that no one is touching.
Yep.
Which is the
It's
business.
going to set them up for success, right? 'Cause
Right.
It's not,
That's why it's like these some of the companies that are doing these independent toys. I just question, and I've questioned on this podcast, why are you making guys that have already been made in the same form factor that other companies have already made? Like,
Right.
what is the business sense here? But this is a space that nobody is touching, and I love it.
They're really cool.
Little
really
mullet
cool.
there on
little
Karen.
ass. Little ass hands.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed by that.
But you're right there, broski. If you want to fill like kind of an arena, that's like $1,000.
I know. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Well, I also think this is not appealing to I guess it appeals to everyone, but I think you want adult collector, fake photography people that have the disposable income to buy something like this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. I don't hate on it one bit. And even if you were to use, like, let's say, extreme sets, right? With the paper crowd, you get that setup, but then you use a couple humans here to fill up like your front row.
Right.
Like real humans, right? Then it's like next level.
It's really
That's
good.
like the perfect combo,
Well, we saw that guy major display of the week last week or the week before. Where he had that great ECW arena, and he was just using like Gronk.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
crowd.
people have been doing that for the history of time.
Right.
I think this is really cool.
So you could fill it in with Karen and Justin
Guys, we got
Summers.
some pro wrestling tease news. Leo Sparrow, little teaser. Micro brawler. He showed me the whole thing. I like
seen it too. It's very
Leo,
cool.
good kid, betting on
Very
himself.
toyetic.
Very toyetic, and I feel like this is going to sell well. I hope the major marks.
He put it in the group, and a bunch of major marks were already.
Yeah, I hope the major
I thought
marks.
this was that clenching fist meme.
Oh no, he's holding something.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
The bag
Looks
of
like-
spinach, pal.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was like Jake the Snake's Damien. I'm not sure, but looks really cool. And guys, I can't believe we have to talk about this, but it's true. The Sabu's last match.
I know. It's pretty cool.
Rest in peace, Micro Brawler. 2 weeks only. This is one I'll be getting this. I'm gonna be getting this, even though I tapped out on Micro Brawlers. Like, this is one that I gotta support. 2 weeks only. Sabu's final match, and we talked about it last week how Sabu passed away, and it hasn't even sank in for me yet. Because it's like almost like, how did this guy die? We just saw him.
Right.
Just saw him.
It makes it like hard to believe, but also I'm so grateful that we had like a final, really fun weekend with him.
And I'm so grateful that I don't even know why I'm grateful about it, but that he had his final match and it was a banger. He went out. That last match was classic Sabu.
I mean, entirely. I also think
Yeah.
it's cool that he wore this white suit that one and only time,
Yeah.
So it definitely
it's-
it's that match. It can't be,
I think- I think-
mistaken for anything else. It's like,
I think this will, just add to his legacy. Not that that matters, but like he will go
no,
down
it does. Yeah.
in history as a true innovator. And I'm glad that Pro Wrestling Tees is doing this. And we of course have some Sabu figures in the works to keep his name out there. Not that he needs help from us, but we have some things already in the works. So rest in peace, Sabu. Make sure you get this. And if you can, guys, I know the GoFundMe is set up for his funeral expenses.
It's already like through the roof. So people have been
Yeah, if you could
really
donate
generous.
even, $1, any little bit helps. So rest in peace, Sabu. Reebok, I have to mention this. Swerve Strickland getting some Reebok sneakers. Whose house?
Pretty cool.
Swerve's house.
Yeah, these are pretty great.
Definitely a career accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Unlocked.
Imagine getting released from WWE and then becoming a world champion, getting your own sneakers. So awesome job, Swerve. Very, very cool. Big shots.
Stu has diarrhea, guys. Be careful.
Oh man.
He's not doing so
He's
well.
got to leave after the second match.
Gotta go. He's got a little diarrhea, guys. Be
I
careful.
think that's the figure. That looks like the guy that tried to kiss Paige on the lips at that convention.
No way. Stu.
Not a joke, guys. That was so fucking weird. You fans who do shit
Was
like
there a
that.
video
Jesus.
of it?
I don't know about the video. But that's come on, guys. That's next level delusion. Next level
I hate when people
creepiness.
try to kiss me on the lips.
Oh
Happens to
god.
Mark all the time in his meet and greets.
Big shots. They I think this is smart. They found a way to display wrestling buddies. Now this is not anything new. These stands have been around forever. But look at that. I ordered some because I'll display my Matt Cardona, my Chelsea. These stands have been around forever for dolls.
Right.
They're everywhere. But you can get them officially from Big Shots. I don't know why. Don't show the Amazon link. Get them from Big Shots.
I
Jesus
mean-
Christ, D. Fuck.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But get them. I ordered them. And I ordered them directly from Big Shots. So they also showed up this Money in the Bank briefcase pillow, which I think is cute. Really cool.
Oh, I love that.
Money in the Bank.
You run
As
down,
well-
cash it in, hit somebody with it.
So cool. As a
Damn.
kid, that's really cool. Now, I don't know if there's any. Oh, look at that. With the code, the handle.
Damn,
I don't know if there's any of these left. The John Cena 17 time. This is a limited
no
edition.
way. Had to have sold out.
54 pieces. Looks cool with the belt reverse. John with the messy hair. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Get it now. Also, Ethan Page, Mattel, Series 119, Ethan Page. I'm not sure. What are we doing here? I don't know what this is, Steve.
So you had a little discrepancy with Ringside Collectibles because he wasn't. He has two figures, right?
Okay.
So in the Ringside Top 10, it marked both figures as separate entities.
Oh.
However, if you had put those sales together, he would have been number one.
Oh.
He's got a discrepancy with the
Yeah.
countdown.
I understand that. Okay, valid.
Yeah. So he talked to his lawyer, who might be named Mark, and tried to get that squared away with the Ringside Collectibles.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. There it is. Ethan Page with the NXT title with the point. Very cool. Happy for him.
A little too jacked, but I'm very happy for him, yes.
And look at that. It kind of, I don't know if he meant to do it, but on the back shows off what Cena will be in that set because we didn't know. I believe
saw a
that's
post about
believe
that,
that's
yeah, where people were
Netflix
like,
debut Cena, I believe.
Nice.
Pretty damn cool. All right, guys. Shop Ringside Collectibles Memorial Day sale going on now. New in stock. Jeff Hardy, Blacklight AEW, Ringside exclusive. Best of Ultimate, Razor and Roman. Back in stock, CM Punk, Money in the Bank. Elite 117 with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, Grayson Waller, Axiom, and Naomi. Unrivaled 17 with Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, Swerve Strickland, Ricky Starks, Killswitch, and Willow Nightingale. And up next is the Ringside Top 10.
Brian.
This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
It's the Ringside Top 10. You just got 20 things and your wife is mad again. Ringside Top 10. They got big rubber guys and majors you can bend. Ringside Top 10. For over 30 years, John's proved this ain't a trend. Ringside Top 10. Make sure you use code MAJOR for the discount at the end.
Number 10, Great Muda in the red. Ultimate 25. Number 9, L.A. Knight, Defining Moments, Ringside exclusive. Number 8, Tamatanga, Elite 118. Number 7, Willow Nightingale, Unrivaled 17. Number 6, RVD, ECW, Defining Moments, Ringside exclusive. Number 5, Rhea Ripley, Elite 117. Number 4, I love this, Sabu Bell to Bell, Ringside exclusive.
Cool.
Number 3, Jacob Fatu, Elite 118. Number 2, Jeff Hardy, AEW Ringside exclusive, Blacklight edition. And number 1, CM Punk, Money in the Bank, 2011 Ultimate Edition Ringside exclusive.
So it must be, I think it just came back in.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on here.
Got it. And all right, up next is Weekly Purchases brought to you by Collect Major.
Big match in my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster cut. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all. All right, guys, Collect Major. We got a big Memorial Day sale going on this week. Of course, you have on only in-stock item, guys. And speaking of in-stock items, we have the Bendies, Major Bendies, Andre the Giant. We have limited availability, limited stock left. Brian Myers with the TNA tag team titles, and the Big Rubber Guys, Matt Cardona with the Crown and Internet title. Again, limited stock of these two. Big Rubber Guys Series 8, Animal, Hawk, Ethan Page, and Matt Hardy. I believe Series 9 we also have up there. So check that out. I think we do.
I think you're right.
So check those out. And then also in stock, ooh, yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage in the pink. And woo, that ain't the boy, Ric Flair. Big Rubber Guy with the title. Of course, you have the Major Bendies of the Housens up for pre-order, as well as John Rambo and Kurt Sloan. Rambo and Kickboxer. So big discount C on in-stock items on collectmajor.com. And every single week, use the hashtag collectmajor. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize.
Here we go. The Collector, T Collector 9000, met the Sarge today. He was awesome. Auto looks great on the Big Rubber Guys.
Man, look at that, like just taking your time to make something so unique and special, right?
I love that. I think I don't have that signature. I don't know if Kinnick got me one of those from New York Toy Fair.
No way.
Or Comic-Con whenever you guys went.
I feel like you definitely have it.
I don't know if I do. I don't know where it is.
You got to do some inventory on that.
Well, when I this new toy room, a lot of stuff's going to get cut, but I'll find a lot of things too, I think.
Right.
When because my stuff's all over the place. All right, guys, weekly purchases. I will start. I want to thank Joseph Sullivan. I finally got it. I've been looking for this. The Target AEW Limited Edition Revolution Sting.
Last match, right?
His last match. So I had to get this. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put it on with the smeared paint.
Yeah.
Really cool Sting, an icon. One of my favorites ever. I have to celebrate this with his last ever figure. I think it's last ever match. It's fucking Sting. It's his last match.
I mean, you have a decent collection, I want to say now, of guys' last match figures, right?
I'm not sure if I'm doing that anymore.
Oh, Jeez.
Yeah, not sure if I'm doing that anymore, but it's fucking Sting.
I mean, it's Sting.
It's fucking Sting. So I got that. And let me just keep going. And speaking of Sting, I got from Matthew Wiley, I finally got the Chase Blade Runner Sting.
There we go.
Really, really cool. Not quite sure like how I'm going to pose it, but really great figure. 1 to 3,000. I will be opening this up. I thought I was going to keep it.
I was like looking up pictures of that. Like I don't know where like they never wore the sunglasses with the paint. Like I couldn't find reference shots. It's very there's like a lot of added.
I like added value.
Yeah, I would say.
So,
'cause, yeah.
Very cool. I've been looking for these for a while. And guys, I don't want to plug the Facebook group, but that's where I've been like every couple of weeks. I say, hey guys, this is what I need. And Major Marks found this, and they don't just do it for me. They do it for you guys too.
Everybody.
And there's no upcharging. We don't do any of that.
Dude, the flea market is still going strong every Thursday, and it's unbelievable.
Yes. So check those out.
Guys, Jeff Hardy, Ringside is my
Let's
only
talk about it.
purchase this week. Here it
You were gonna
is.
keep that in the box.
Unbelievable deco hits. I have 2 to show off. First off, like, hold on, make sure I have the right one. Okay. The effort to do this, first off, it's like heavy.
Yeah.
Because it's the battery pack here on the side.
Okay.
And then it's a little switch. So now it's on. And there's something like I should also like mention, like, it's not just like one crappy light that's going up. It's all around so it can highlight. So it's like wired throughout the whole thing.
That's wow. That's intense.
It's intense. This blew my mind when I opened it. There, like with all that, of course he has got extra hands, extra heads, whatever. There's a freaking ladder in there.
Wow.
Is that the first AEW ladder?
Nah, one came with like one of those accessory sets back in the day for sure.
Okay.
But I was like, after all that, you had to add more.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Value to something like what? Like you can't even see it because it's a black ladder in the background there. And then here I have a thin, one I'm gonna keep minty mint. Maybe have Jeff sign eventually.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. That's
Is there,
my
like-
only thing is I just feel like this flap is so amazing and the artwork is unbelievable in the photography, but maybe you just don't even need it though,
Yeah, I agree.
But it's so
Imagine
cool.
like a really bright neon paint pen with the light in the
Yeah.
background.
That's
How
what I'm
cool
saying.
is
Because
that?
like then when you display, you have to figure out some kind of way to keep this the way I have it, basically like opened
Right.
a little bit.
And then when you walk in your room every day, you click it on like a light.
And then it's like it will live forever too, because that battery pack you have access
That's so
to
great.
switch it out. So if you want this to be something on display all the time, you can just do that.
Can we just talk about the Hardys for a second and kiss their butt? Listen, like, because their AEW run, and it's been well documented, it was kind of a flop. It was not what it was supposed to be.
I just think their value was underappreciated a little bit.
And I think, like, towards the end, it's like, not that they were ever not over by any means, but they were kind of like, it's the Hardys. But then this TNA relaunch of the Hardys,
Man.
they're like hotter than ever.
I know.
And you
NXT.
see these lines, whether they're at TNA or at conventions, the longest meet and greet line.
Well, I always say, like, whatever your fandom is of wrestling, they'll fit it.
Exactly. Current.
They're
old
attitude
school
era guys.
attitude, ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression era guys.
Hot
Modern
TNA
day guys.
And they're still going in the ring. They're the TNA
what I'm
Tag Team
saying.
champs.
Yeah.
I fucking love the Hardys, man.
They
True
roll.
inspiration.
By the way, that figure only available at Ringside Collectibles.
course.
And speaking
Ringside
of
exclusive.
from Ringside, I actually love this. It looks pretty. That Ringside exclusive
Right.
graphic there on the CM
Sticker.
Punk.
Oh, shit, guys. A package from Ringside Collectibles was delivered. I'm going to go see what it was. I just got the
my
FedEx.
Well, while he's doing that, I will just say this. On the Jurassic Park episode that we just recorded, we had mentioned, like, back in the day, a hot angle would happen. Hulk Hogan would his cross gets ripped off by Andre. He bleeds, and everybody thinks about that for a long time. But
Right.
the issue was there was two angles that entire year. So, of course, you're going to remember it. And nowadays, it's much harder to remember the angles that stand out. But I think that this is one of them.
Oh,
This
dude. I mean,
CM Punk
huge
Summer
moment in
of
wrestling
Punk
history.
situation in the WWE sent him into superstardom.
It is. He was always a star. That, like, another
This made him a top
stratosphere.
guy. Yeah. So to have a figure that represents that moment, that angle, I think is perfect, and it stands the test of time.
I agree. I mean, just completely deserving of, right? And when I got that at the time, I said, that's figure of the year, and there's so many options about how you want to pose it or mess around with it.
Yep.
I'm messing around with Stu here while we wait for Broski.
Did you get anything else?
No, that was it for me.
I'll bring this up since we're waiting. I got the package from you, pal, from Tony.
Oh,
who I left it upstairs.
What a good friend I am.
Yeah, you sent me the Ric Flair ice cream bar. I showed it to my daughter, who loves ice cream, and she loved it. She thought it was super cool, and she expressed interest in making 3D printed things.
I've been talking to her. I was trying to think of something like a party favor or something for my kids or something. I can't figure out what I want to do, though.
Yeah.
Well,
what did he get?
Oh, I was wondering if you're going to get that razor.
Broski got a couple great stuff.
I'm going to pass on that razor, but...
I got the Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
Say hello to the bad guy. Razor, one of my favorites. I wasn't going to get this, but Brian convinced me that I needed it because I'm going to keep like the Razor versus 1-2-3 Kid, like with the money, like that match from that Target 3-pack.
Upgraded version of it, for sure.
And it's funny, I think the show that we were at this past week in the ACW Poughkeepsie, I think it's that building where
I believe so.
1-2-3 Kid steals the money. So got this Razor, and then I got the CM Punk. So I'll be checking this out later.
Cool.
It's great. Listen, this is an iconic night. There's no.
We were just talking about very deserving of a figure for sure.
Like if I were to ever go back and do like collect figures from my time in WWE, which is, I don't collect figures from my time in WWE. That's one that you have to get. That Summer of Punk.
Agree.
Iconic moment. A couple of other things I got. I want to give them a shout out to this company, Beyonder. Let me see what the exact Instagram is. Beyonder's Creations. Now, guys, I don't do customs. I had to make an exception because we've talked about this many times in the pod. There is no official Monster Squad merchandise. Nobody knows like who owns what. So a couple people just kind of like make their own thing and kind of, all right, well, who's going to come after us if nobody owns it, right? This company, Beyonder's Creation, made these little 3-packs of Monster Squad figures.
Oh, that's going to get you all a little boned up.
Yeah, so it's Wolfman, including his nards, Frankenstein's monster, and the Mummy. Cool artwork on the back. And then there's another 3-pack. Gilman, Abraham Van Helsing, and Count Dracula. So I'm going to keep this in this package like this. Really, really cool. And, I do want to make big rubber guys like this. But it's just too confusing, like who owns what.
Right.
We've discussed like maybe like, we keep the royalty in like a bank account just in case someone comes after us, and we'd be like, well, here it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do, but it's just one of my favorite movies, and they have no real merch, which I just don't get. But I'm glad that Beyonder's Creations made these. I think they're still available, and they were very limited, so I don't know how many exactly they made off the top of my head. But yeah, even if you like look at this packaging, like it doesn't even say like Beyonder's Creations on here. Like maybe he wanted like if someone found this that like there'd be no way to trace it back to him.
You don't want to leave a trail, brother.
I don't know if that's necessarily why they did it, but really, really cool.
Just a quick update, guys. Stu was able to hit the bathroom in the concourse.
Okay.
He rallied. Now he stopped and he got a snack.
He's still a little upset though.
He's a little nervous about what matches he missed.
Man.
And also how that hot dog is going to run through him.
He didn't want to miss Karrion Kross's match on main event. He's rushing back to his seat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else from you guys?
Nope.
No.
Last thing I got this Chelsea Green Flawless Panini card. I don't know if you can see the number.
3?
2 out of 3.
That's big.
Okay, now it has canvases her and her Saudi gear. Now I'm gonna Panini's done, right? But I do want to give a little. I do want to kind of tear them apart a little bit. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like from the eBay listing, I wasn't really looking carefully. I thought it was a piece of her gear, but then Chelsea's like, no, I didn't give up the gear to cut. I'm like, okay, so maybe this is the canvas from Saudi Arabia. But then I'm reading the back.
This is what is it for no particular event.
Exactly, clearly says
Broski, but that's not That's everything, dude.
I know, but what's
I know,
the
it's
point?
stupid.
Like, what's the point then?
I've watched several Instagram videos where a guy will just, take like a shit relic card and cut it open, and he'll find it, and then like you can see the back of the jersey, and it says the player, like it's got like a serial kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's not even the player who's depicted. Like it's crazy. It just is what it is.
But why not make it more true to life? Is my question.
They are, and they're more rare when it says like game used patch or this and that. But it sucks.
How do you get more rare than 2 out of 3?
I know.
Anyway,
I know that's just the serial number. That has nothing to do with. It's still a rare card, right? Because only 3 in the world.
Right.
The relic almost means nothing.
Yeah, it means nothing.
Yeah.
That's all I got, guys.
All right. Well, Broski, you want to do Major Mark purchases of the week?
Let's go.
All right. It is brought to you this week by Turtle Beach. All right, guys, I'm going to be totally honest. The official headphones of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast are made by Turtle Beach. For real. For the past 4 or 5 years, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has exclusively been using Turtle Beach headphones for our podcast recording, for our podcast listening, for our traveling needs, and for me, for my gaming needs. Now, the brand new Stealth 700 headset that we received recently from Turtle Beach, what stood out immediately for me was the Bluetooth, okay? No wires needed. It connects directly to your phone. It connects directly to your system, your PC, your Mac. It's unbelievably easy. And for me, I've been playing games online with my brother. I've been playing World of Warcraft. I have been talking to the guild. It's been perfect. Me and the guys have been using this for our whatnots. We've been using this for our podcasts. And this is, like I said, the official headset of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. A big difference I noticed right away is the comfort. I have literally never worn a more comfortable headset in my entire life. I've had all the name brands in the past. Nothing holds a candle to a Turtle Beach headset. And I'm talking headsets that you wear for hours, right? On planes, hours. That we do the podcast for 3 hours and we wear the headset the entire time. And I could play a video game session for 6 to 8 hours streaming or not, and I can wear these headsets. It feels like I'm wearing a pillow. And one of my things is you can see I'm wearing glasses. Sometimes headsets are uncomfortable with glasses. I don't even feel them pushing on the glasses at all. Now, you want to talk about Turtle Beach being the #1 headset in gaming. Well, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, is in the audio game. Okay, our competition are other podcasts. So we have to be crisp and we have to be clear and we have to be able to hear if our sound is precise, clear, if our words are coming across correctly, and we can hear those details as we record the podcast better than any other headset that you could possibly get. We're talking about a Bluetooth headset where you're thinking, how do you charge them? Well, there is an 80-hour battery life in the Stealth 700. I'm serious. One thing that we cannot have is a headset dying on us mid-recording of the podcast. That would be an absolute nightmare. So nothing like peace of mind while we're recording the podcast and using our Stealth 700. The Stealth 700 has the industry's first ever crossplay dual wireless transmitter system. That means you can seamlessly switch between your consoles and PC with just a click of a button, and it gets even better. While being connected to your console, the Stealth 700 can connect with your phone for music streaming or taking calls at the same time. Listen to your favorite songs while gaming, all done with the Stealth 700. That could be bad if Brian is listening to the Knicks game or the Mets game while we're trying to record the podcast. That could be a problem. Turtle Beach doesn't just have amazing headsets. They have every gaming accessory you could ever want, and they're all high quality at prices that don't break the bank. From flight and racing simulators to controllers, keyboards, and mice, Turtle Beach is the ultimate gaming cheat code. Head to turtlebeach.com and use code MAJOR for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com/major. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. please support our show and tell them we sent you. Tell them the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast sent you to Turtle Beach. Get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today.
I still got my old school Turtle Beach headphones on.
Gotta make a switcheroo.
I gotta make a little switcheroo. Brian, you did the switch?
I didn't do the switch either.
Bluetooth right to your computer. It has a little switch right here of the microphone. Boom, it comes down, and you can use the headset microphone. Right, boom, put it up. Then you're just listening. It could literally be airport headphones if you like the over the ear kind of deal. Mm-hmm. They're great for gaming, and I think you guys could use them on Whatnot. Bro, especially Broski, who's walking around. He's got his thing. He's like
nowhere
he's
near his
kitchen.
phone, screaming.
Right.
That's all right. I'll keep them off. But these are excellent headphones, and like I said, I've had these old ones for what, 5 years? Still
least,
perfect.
Right? Yeah.
They're unbelievable. I had a couple sets of these. They feel like pillows on your ear. Super comfortable.
Yeah,
And
Mark, I'm gonna have to bust my new ones open and have a little tutorial with you. You can show me.
Yeah.
I have
Show
them right here.
show
I
my
just haven't-
caveman like ways how to do it.
I just haven't plugged them in. I got them right here. They're awesome.
geez.
And these are so comfortable. These even, I can just tell, like, these are even more. It's like a cloud, right? Like a cloud on your ear.
Yeah, I mean, they're made for gaming, but I think that the reason that they're so good for podcasting is because, gaming, you're sitting there for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same situation time-wise.
Yes, exactly. So you want something comfortable, not just some... I'll never understand people who do podcasting for their job and they have like earbuds in their ear. I'm like, Dev, you want to sit there for hours?
Yeah.
Crazy. All right. Major Mark Purchase of the Week. Here we go. I thought this was unique as hell. Here we go. We've got Leon Marcello, an old friend, was downsizing his collection and offered it to me. Misfits Plan 9 deck from 1986. They do not come up for sale often, and when they do, they sell for more than some of the Misfits records do. My friend named the price, and I couldn't refuse. A steal.
Sweet. Maybe they're more toyetic than Kiss. Maybe the most toyetic band of all time, right?
Very, very toyetic. And like, well, what is going on here?
Yeah. Go ahead. What were you saying there, Broski?
They're very, very toyetic. I don't even know anything about them, but I know them from all their like toys and their T-shirts and,
I know him from WCW.
WCW, brother.
Of course.
Speaking of WCW, Sean Long says, I wrote a book about N64 games that Mark is in. Yeah, I'm in that. I wanted it signed by Hogan, of course. Sent one to the beach shop in October. They texted me to let me know it was done and gave me tracking info, and it turns out USPS lost it. Think that there was theft. Thankfully, the beach shop took care of me, and this bad boy landed last week, so I guess he got another one. Okay, here we go. This is insane, Brian.
They're filthy.
You're getting slammed here. Yeah. Frank Romeo signed Bam Bam, signed Owen, graded and signed Mr. Perfect for the signed Hasbro collection my buddy was selling, and I had to have all full JSA letters. With these three, I need 20 more signed Hasbros for the full set.
Wait, and is he getting them all signed and graded?
I don't know.
That I don't think so, because he's posted a lot, and this is the first time they've been...
Okay, so he bought these graded?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Man, look how...
what the number was.
I'm telling
I've
you guys,
seen these all for sale, by the way, so like...
There's nothing better than a figure in a slab acrylic.
Right.
There's just not. It's the cleanest fucking thing, and that's what I'm worried about in my new toy room is... I'm not going to slab and get a close for every min on card I got, but man, it just makes things look like fucking
Very
trophies.
Yes. Real collectibles.
That's like the best perfect I've ever seen. And Bam Bam, too, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of guys going to meet John Cena. Dave Sepperson, I was very lucky to work with John Cena behind the scenes over my 7-year run with the WWE. Got to see him again this weekend and had him sign my Peacemaker variant cover that's now off to CGC. Was great to see the 17-time champ and congratulate him on a Hall of Fame career.
Wow, sick.
And then that right there. I had the opportunity to get this WrestleMania 24 art piece dual autographed by WWE legends. Well, wait, I got the wrong picture.
Yeah, you're the wrong thing here,
Not
pal.
that.
Where is? Oh, this is.
Oh,
What the
my
fuck is
God.
that?
Look at that. Matt J. Schroeder. I had the opportunity to get this WrestleMania 24 art piece dual autographed by WWE legends Swoggle and JBL. This unique art was signed at a local wrestling event here in Wisconsin, making it an especially meaningful addition to my collection.
Unbelievable.
That's unreal. I hope Dylan has one of those for his PC.
Yeah. All right, this one I'm gonna paraphrase. It's really long, and he took the time to write a really great story.
Okay.
I'm not going to do this whole thing, but Eddie Zawadzki this past weekend was spent with my brothers Josh and Jared at Fan Expo Philly in the Pennsylvania Convention Center. In my opinion, one of the best venues for conventions, where the main talent that was brought in for the event was the last real champion, Mr. 17 time. The man, John Cena. He's got a lot of great stuff. He told some great stories about the weekend. He got this signed, this unbelievable John Cena figure signed. And he also got some Power Rangers stuff signed.
I was like,
he
wait,
posted
what?
tons of pictures, 2 great stories about John Cena, this con, and Power Rangers. Really great stuff. Very long post. Not going to read the whole thing, but great job. I had to shout him out. All right, so for the major display of the week, guys, check this out. Look at how pretty that is.
That is clean.
Now, this is Macho Man Randy Savage, guys. Fig Vault says this is a new section in my Fig Vault.
Wow.
Dedicated to the greatest of all time, Macho Man Randy Savage. The Macho Vault.
That's so
It's
fun.
incredible. And I love those Slim
that
Jim
many
pieces.
Slim Jim things, by the way.
But look at, this is what I love about my Flair collection. There's so many unique style figures. It's
Yeah.
so colorful, right? Like all these neat stuff on the top. He's got signed things, full boxes, loose figures. It looks so cool. His championship. I might need that. I might need a big gold.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Okay. Q&A there, broski.
Let's do it.
Q&A. All right, guys, welcome to the Q&A. Ask your questions every single week. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we read your question on air, you will get a prize. Who do we get?
Okay. Here we go. This is Matt's question. Jesse Leonard, the beard, at Jesse Leonard 11. When looking for a figure that's been on your list for a while, if one pops up, do you buy now just to have it finally, or keep waiting for a while for a better price one?
No.
Buy.
Buy.
There's no other option.
If you've been waiting, like how much is patience, like how much,
especially if it's something like super duper, like rare in the sense that it was real scarcity or rare that nobody has it to
I will say
about selling.
if there's a best offer, I usually try
Of
to
course, you always
see
go
where they're
best
at.
offer.
Yeah. But if it's like, if I'm paranoid, like I got to be the first thing. I'll
Oh,
just
yes,
pay.
yes. If it's something like that,
If I'm
and it's
freaking out, yeah, done.
yeah, I think you get it, and you worry about the price later. You worry about
That was
finding
like
one in better
some,
condition later.
Colt Cabana cheapness right there. I sense
Yeah.
from that question.
Yeah,
If
like
you've been waiting
bro.
and you want it, you can't just wait even more for a better price. Like that's,
No, it's
you'll
like
never get
because
it.
you never know. There are some things in my saved searches that I've never seen.
Dude, same.
Things that pop up once. Every
There's
couple of years.
I check them every night. I go through them usually, and it's like the same ones are there, and I look through them to see what's there. But there's certain ones that never pop up, and then when they do, I'm like, just to see what it. And
Yeah.
maybe sometimes it's not exactly what I'm looking for, but just even that the excitement that a notification is there is next level.
Yeah, I think you gotta just snag right away, and have regrets later if you're gonna regret it. But
Bro.
you gotta get it. I mean, that's the game we're playing here. What's the point of having a saved search if you're just not gonna get it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
added on to that John Cena conversation real quick. Rockin' with Dan says Cena was probably one of the best meet and greets I've ever had.
Wow.
Or he's up there. So
John's
seems like a fun time.
When you saw in that clip, like that he didn't want to rip people off about a shirt, you know?
He gets it.
Brian's question, Tyler Dingwell, Dingy 3000. Would you ever talk to your opponents about what gear you're going to wear for a match? Seems weird when both guys come out in the same color scheme.
I do hate
What color gear you wearing?
colors.
What color gear you wearing?
What colors you wear?
That's a Johnny Ace quote, and it's something that still holds up. And I understand both sides. Like some people, like like obviously we're not a tag team, but like you don't want to look like you're a tag team if you're wrestling each other.
Yeah.
Especially for the more like the casual fan.
Yeah, I think if you could avoid it, you should avoid it at all costs wearing the same shit.
But there's always like for instance, WrestleMania 35. Okay, like we're not talking to the Revival about what gear you guys wearing, right?
Never
so
even
they in their
discuss.
mind have their Mania gear. Yeah. We in our mind have our Mania gear. Brian and I knew we weren't going to match anyway because we tried never to match. But my gear like matches Revival's gear.
It does, yeah.
And I ain't fucking changing, and they ain't fucking changing. It's fucking Mania.
It just is what it is.
But if it's Raw or SmackDown, right, or if it's a regular TNA, AEW live event, and you have other gears, and it's not an important match, you fucking
Also,
right,
our Mania match is an exception because we found out days before.
right.
I think if we knew a month ahead of time, we would have said something to them. Maybe like,
Okay, maybe,
right.
yeah. But like, I remember like there's an AEW match maybe a year or so ago where like Sammy Guevara is wrestling Brian Cage and they're both in Wolverine gear.
Oh yeah.
Like now, but again, like I don't know if they both got it for that day, and then they were like, "Well, I ain't."
But
changing,
that's
I
just
ain't
a pissing
changing.
contest. Like I ain't changing.
I get that, or like even like I sound horrible, but like last week on Raw, I was watching like a tag team match, like Rhea Ripley and what is her name? The who's she wrestling? Roxanne Perez. I'm sorry,
Yep.
They were on opposite teams, but they're wearing like black pleather and fishnets.
Yeah, I just think if you can avoid it, you should avoid it. I didn't even like when I was a kid playing with figures that matched. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
two guys in red trunks. You're like, oh, this doesn't look like a good match.
I will say, Wes Barkley, he came through and said, "Hey, what color gear you wearing?" And like,
What a pro.
what a pro! I think I understand the wrestlers say don't matter, but I do think it does matter a little bit.
There's like maybe it's for like the United States title. It's like Bobby Roode versus Jinder. They're wearing the exact navy trunks.
Yeah.
I remember like WWE went nuts. Neither one had something to change into, and like it just doesn't look great.
Yeah, it does not look great.
I know the guys always ask, like right now that we're wearing like a blue and white thing, but they always bring their red and black just in case
Right.
there's some sort of situation.
Yeah, always be ready, guys.
Yeah.
Always be ready.
All right, my question, Matthew Chrisman, Twin Solos. I'm a Disney fan as well as a wrestling fan. What's your favorite resort and favorite restaurant? I'll be at Disney couple weeks and always look forward to a good meal. Well, pals, we got a Disney, couple of Disney episodes on our Patreon. So if you get a chance, majormarks.com, search Disney, you will find large bonus episodes of our complete thoughts. Also, I think we reviewed our trips a few times. Like, there's a lot of Disney talk on the majormarks.com, so check that out. But very snackable piece, broski. Favorite resort, favorite restaurant.
I mean, it's funny. Last week for my birthday, Chelsea took me to my one of, if not my favorite resort. It's the Polynesian. We stayed at the brand new Island Tower. I just love the place. Like there's the Trader Sam's awesome tiki bar in there. Good place to eat in there. Cool pool. It's just like it smells great. Good vibe. Feels like you're in Hawaii or the Polynesian. I love that. My other favorite hotel on Disney property is the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Especially for that safari view, you can see a fucking giraffe come up to your fucking legit. A giraffe comes up to your balcony.
That's wild.
Has great food in there as well. Great lobby. I love a good lobby. Love a good bar. Restaurant wise, my favorite is California Grill. I'll be going there this week actually. It's right on top of the Contemporary. You can see the fireworks. But Chelsea took me. We took the monorail over to Victoria and Albert's in the Grand Floridian. and we've ate there once before. This is like a 3-hour dining experience. It's multiple courses. You can do the wine pairing. You got to wear a suit.
Whoa.
But I was so fucking full. Like I couldn't have another sip of alcohol, another bite. Like I couldn't finish my dessert, and I eat everything.
Yeah.
But
that's for you saying that. That's.
I think it's like 8
exceptional.
courses. Might even be more. And I was fucking so full. It's pricey, and it's hard to get reservation, but it's great. But there's so much good restaurants and resorts on Disney property. But those,
I think from my experience, California Grill was the best. But we also made the mistake of bringing the kids. And
yeah, it's not a kid's place.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, so a couple resorts. First of all, I love Caribbean Beach, and it's on the what is that thing? That Skyliner is an unbelievable way to get to the parks. I think it's completely underrated. I would always stay at a place that has a great way to get to. That's not a bus. The bus is fine, but the Skyliner is way better. What's the boat one, Broski, that you could walk to Epcot? It's like a captain's theme.
The beach club, the yacht club.
The yacht club, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my wife stayed there. Just me and my wife. It was great for like an adult getaway. Really fun pool, and then we could walk to Epcot, drink around the world, and walk back. It was so cool. Also, with my daughter, we stayed at the Port Orleans Riverside, which is like a Tiana themed one. The pool was great. The pool bar was awesome. I remember early on in the pod, you guys recorded. WWE sent it to me. At the end of the night, I went down to the pool and edited the podcast by the pool. I'll never forget that. It was such a great night. Had some drinks.
Now, listen, I just named 2 of the most expensive hotels in Disney property that I love. Let me also say I love the All-Star Movies, which is like the cheap little one. There's a fucking Mighty Duck pool. There's like a Fantasia pool. There's like giant statue. Like I love that stuff as well. So I don't
I've never
just
stayed without the kids, so I don't even know what like a nice non-family one is like.
The yacht, you would never do this, but
I
the
would
yacht
never
club
do it.
was
So it's
great.
no point of even.
I was going to stay
telling me
at the beach club. That's where I was going to stay, but they have the best pool on property where the sand, there's sand at the bottom of the pool, but they're renovating the pool, so I didn't stay there. But I got my brother's bachelor party this week at Disney World, so I'm excited. I got
Nice.
3 days at Disney this week,
God.
baby.
The Wilderness
we
Lodge
gotta-
was cool last time. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Wilderness Lodge, good.
We got a Disney trip coming up. But restaurant, I love the Boathouse, which is not Disney. It's on
Disney Springs, I love that,
guess.
yeah.
But the Canadian Steakhouse in Epcot is amazing.
La Soleil, yes, very good. I love that as well.
Is that where we ate for your bachelor party?
We ate
No.
at the...
That
French
was fun.
place.
That was. I mean, I was borderline blacked out, but it was delicious.
Wait, where were we in France?
French.
Yeah, France.
It was a
We
French
almost got
place. It was
kicked out.
So good.
We almost got kicked out.
They had to come over and tell us to quiet down or some shit.
Oh, boy.
I will say my least favorite is all that weird Star Wars food. Keep that shit away from me.
Honestly, bro,
The Star Wars food's the best. I don't know how you don't like that.
I don't like
stupid
it
and
either.
weird.
Really?
Yeah, that was
So
that's
okay, so where?
stupid.
Okay, so guys, where are we going to eat then at Hollywood?
It was a hot
Studios?
dog wrapped in
A hot dog
turkey.
and a-
What?
and a
Get out of my
peanut
face.
wrap.
Wait, because
Get
you
the
got
fuck
the
outta here with
Ronto wrap. Why do you order the Ronto wrap?
What are you supposed to get? It's all weird. It sucks.
But what else you get? There's not other many options for Hollywood Studios quick service.
Yeah.
There is a place. There was
Where?
like a brewery right near the Mickey. Where you remember where we got the Mickey signed?
Yeah,
Right across, there's like a brewery with food there.
it's not a brewery. You're talking about the I know what you're talking about, like the ABC commissary. There's like nothing in there.
No,
It's like
not a commissary. There was, I don't know what it's called. I enjoyed it though. Okay. Anyway,
you're talking about the Baseline Tap House.
yeah, maybe.
There's like pretzels there. Is that food?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
Look at our bodies, Mark.
No, come.
Let's take it home.
All right, let's go to some good housekeeping. Guys, YouTube, we got a lot of cool stuff on there. YouTube.com/@MajorWFPod. Last week we put up the Nerd Bombers, great little vlog. See there. And I think this week is the WrestleMania recall.
Yes, but also last week we put up the entire Danhausen and Topanga interview from Live
Yes,
21.
we did. I saw that.
Guys, hey, I think we mentioned it on the podcast Not the greatest production. GoPro usually
There
great
was
stuff.
Some hiccups.
They admitted it wasn't up to their quality. Actually gave us a discount on it because it was unfortunately not recorded very great. It was a little shaky. The audio is not good. But it is what it is, right? It's free. It's up there for you to watch.
Still experience it.
I thought there was a couple great moments to watch. It's the full sort of thing. I edited it as best I could. Got the best kind of angles possible. Fixed the audio as good as I could, but it's up there. I thought it was really fun. We get some great stuff. We ask about the Vader episode.
Yeah.
What time is it? It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. Guys, ProWrestlingTees.com/Major WFPod. I think we need to get some summer shirts up there.
Yeah, we gotta work on something new.
TTD. You're listening, TTD.
Something
A couple
exciting. TTD, we know you're not busy at all, so-
A couple summer things. Collect Major. We've discussed it to death. So much cool stuff. Rockin' with Dan. Go to Hollywood Studios tomorrow. You'll have a Ronto wrap. Ronto wraps are great. I prefer the breakfast Ronto wrap, and I love. No, you guys are disgusting. I'll do some scouting when I'm at Hollywood Studios this week, but I don't think there's any other good quick service.
Gotta be something.
All right, Whatnot every single Monday. Brian and I are going on, and also, guys, in the month of
In
June,
real carny broski fashion, you know what I'm selling tonight and whatnot?
what are you selling?
Some David Allen suits. I
That's
photo matched them to Hall of Fames I've attended.
I know,
That's
corny.
crazy, dude.
That's corny.
Dude, somebody's gonna get $1,000 suit.
For $75, and I don't give a shit.
It's better than throwing it away.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
I guess in the month of June, I have a little lighter wrestling schedule, and I think I'm going to do some extra whatnots.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Get ready for this move. When's the move happening?
I think the house will be done livable by August, early September.
Wow.
Which is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is coming up. Major Rewind every 2 weeks. Jay George takes you on a trip down major memory lane. I don't think we get enough love of Major Rewind. It's such a great show, guys. Check it out. And every 2 weeks from the vault. What's from the vault?
I don't
What's
know.
the
You
latest?
pick. What should we do? You
What
tell
do we
me.
got? Can we do like a major movie to kind of plug this Jurassic Park?
Last Action Hero.
Okay.
Could you record a little intro like, hey guys, we do a movie thing. Get it on. This week we did Jurassic Park. Like a little plug.
Yeah. Okay.
Little
You know what I'm
plug
saying? Let's do that.
Upcoming events. All right.
Plugs. I got a bachelor party this week, so no, you guys go.
No, you're on TNA Plus. Mark, put that TNA Plus ad up I just found. Look at this beautiful piece of artwork.
Oh, this is bullshit. I've seen this.
Under Siege is live on TNA Plus.
That's Broski's ass is under siege.
Oh,
right now.
man.
I look
Joe-
jacked, so I can't even get mad about this photo.
Joe's fingers are missing there a little bit, though. Where are they? Under Siege. Going to Toronto, Canada.
Brian,
If you wanna-
Brampton, please.
If you want to get technical, it's Brampton, but it's very close to Toronto, and that's where we're all flying to. So, looking forward to it. Under Siege, TNA TVs, and then just breaking news here: Border Brawl. This unbelievable TNA versus Canada show. This thing is like a TNA ish show, but like, dude, the Mountie's gonna be there. Brutus Beefcake, Kelly.
What is going on here?
This thing is all over the place,
So
bro.
this
So
is
check
not
that
the
out.
same-
Niagara Falls
this is not-
Convention Center.
Oh wow,
Sunday,
so it's not
May
the same
25th.
venue.
Yeah.
So I will be on the Saturday TNA show. I will be there in Brampton. I'll be there very hungover from 3 days of
Ooh, I
Disney
can't
the day
wait for
before.
This
But
version of Broski.
I will be there Saturday, and then I just found out I will be at the meet and greet Saturday night in Brampton.
Can you get a direct from Orlando to Toronto?
It's weird. I can get one back, but not there to make it in time for call time. It's
Interesting.
weird. So I will be there Saturday. I'll be at the meet and greet Saturday night. So come check out some TNA.
Triple. I got a
wrestling.
rare triple shot for me this weekend. I got
A triple.
Wow.
my big boy pants on.
I love it.
Well, tomorrow I'm leaving. Tomorrow, as we're recording this is Monday. Tomorrow I'm leaving for New Mexico, Albuquerque. So if you're already listening on Friday, it happened. But guys, I love Me, a good contract signing. Okay? A lawyer loves himself a contract signing, so watch AEW television this week.
Boring.
Hey!
Boring.
2.5 stars for Smart Mark.
For the contract signing.
We done, boys?
I think that's it. Word it up!
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.